Years ago, I was watching an interview with Muhammad Ali and the reporter. The reporter asked him, how many sit-ups does he do? The response that he gave blew my mind, because it is the secret to becoming a fugitive illustrator. What does that mean? In other words, you end up on the picture books industry's most wanted illustrators list. I'm going to break it all down now.
The story from the project, innocent black man. Let me be clear, damn man. The story from the project, innocent black man from New York. Damn man. The story from the project, innocent black man. Come and get some. Damn man. The story from the project, innocent black man. You can have your opinion. Yep, I guess the question remains.
Alright, so let's get back to that story. So the reporter asked him, how many sit-ups does he do? He responded that he didn't start counting until it started hurting. Why? Because Muhammad Ali knew that it was at the point of difficulty that he was going to get the most rewards from his exercise regimen. He understood that it was at the point of difficulty he was going to separate himself further from his competition and himself. And it was at the point of difficulty that he was going to take himself from a common boxer to a rare and scarce boxer. And that's where all the rewards and value was. Recently, I read a book called The Dip by Seth Godin. It's a small book, but the book has now become one of my favorite books. You see, in the book, he explained how to become the best in the world. And he answered it by saying, you do that by embracing the thing that is difficult. He said that because most people are going to quit when something becomes too difficult. And it is during this difficult season or duration that he calls the dip. See, as children book illustrators, we are going to face the dip. And it is at that point you have to decide, I have to decide, that we are going to get through the dip so we can reap the rewards on the other side. While reading this, I asked myself, is there anything in the Bible that I remember that I could attach or align this with so I know what Seth Godin is saying is the truth? And there it is. There is a scripture that is talking about Jesus Christ. And in this scripture, it not only tells us about the dip, but it also tells us how to survive the dip, the secret. The scripture goes like this. It says, for the joy that was set before him, talking about Christ, he endured the pain. For the joy that was set before him, that's the secret to surviving the dip. He had his vision set on the end result. He kept his mind set on the end result. He endured the pain. There's also another scripture, I believe written by the Apostle Paul in Galatians, that says, for let us not grow weary in well-doing. That way we will reap the harvest if we faint not. Meaning, if we don't quit, we shall reap the reward or survive the dip. You see, this is how you end up with like superstars or the best in the world in their industry. People like Michael Jordan, people like Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson, companies like Apple, the Kobe Bryants, the Amazons, or anybody in their industry like Usain Bolt. This is how you get these people who surpass the rest because they were unwilling to quit during the dip. But now I'm going to give you a framework so that you can survive the dip. Because the secret I already told you, but that's not enough. You need to know this framework so you don't quit. And here's the secret. It comes from the Bible. Luke 14:28. Jesus said, for those of you who are intending to build a tower, first sit down and count the cost that you may finish the job. In a nutshell, he said, before you even start, know what you're getting into so you can survive the dip. If you don't have a passion for something, a real passion, don't even start. If you're not a person who likes going to the gym, don't think about you're going to get the washboard abs. You may get in shape, but don't think about being a bodybuilder. Why? Because you don't have the passion enough to get through the dip. If you know you don't like running, don't think about being a marathon star. Why? Because you're not going to get through the dip. But if you love running, but if you love bodybuilding, oh boy, jump in head first, all the way in, and prepare yourself for the dip. Us as children's book illustrators, many have started this and have not finished. You and I, we're going to finish. We're going to get through the dip. You don't know when the dip's going to start, but it's going to come a time when, as you are on this journey, trying to get authors to hire you, or trying to get top 5 publishers to hire you, trying to get your business off the ground, you're going to go through a dip, a hard time. But because you have a passion for this, you're going to come out on the other side a better illustrator, reaping the rewards, not looking back, only looking forward. I hope this helps you, because I really wanted to. Now, I also want to tell you that I'm also going to be hosting my own children's book illustration masterclass. And if you're interested in that, I'm going to leave a link in the description below. Click on the link. It's going to shoot you over to my website. So put your name and email in, and you'll be notified. And if you like this channel, like, subscribe, leave a comment, because I take that as feedback, and I use that to help make the channel better. As always, I love kicking it with you guys. I hope this helps you, and see you on the next one. Peace.